The JR Rock and Roll Show. Hi.
Hi.
It's been so long.
It's been a while.
Jeez.
A month, did we figure?
I don't know, but it feels like it. There was just nothing to talk about for the past month.
No, it still isn't, but we'll figure something out.
There's stuff to talk about. It feels like it's
Oh, you
there.
got stuff today.
I gave you a little more in the head. Everybody's been talking about the same stuff, and I don't want to talk about the same stuff.
I don't either. I
It's
don't want to
blah,
discuss
blah,
all that
blah.
stuff.
So, I'm still watching, podcasts, and there's everybody seems to be on hiatus except for Joe Rogan, who's, he's talking real content. He's got content, but
But is it news content, the same news over and over?
no,
The
He
COVIDs and the
he gets into
riots.
MME, so he has fighters on.
Oh, okay.
Promoters.
Did you say MME?
mixed martial?
Oh, okay.
MMR. Did I get it wrong?
No, I thought it was W because of I thought it was wrestling, but he's
Yeah.
in.
He's very well spoken, so if he gets into current events that are going on, he handles it very well. But plus he has other interests that he goes into depth with his guests. He's a hell of a good interviewer.
Yes.
I mean, good God.
That I agree.
He's that, like David Letterman style. But also watch Sean Evans is like squeaking out a few over at the First Week Feast. He does the hot wings.
Oh, that's
He's
who that is?
Yeah, the
Okay.
Hot Ones show.
Okay.
And he's since COVID obviously had to shut down too. But
Now, see, that's the one that should survive because I don't think COVID would survive with the hot sauce.
right, right, especially number 7, the bomb,
The bomb.
which I still want to try.
So he has the same ones every time for
Every season he has 10.
the same ones for every guest.
Yes, for every
Okay.
guest for that same season.
So
and
they're
then,
all trying the same thing.
But there's like the number 1 slot and the number 7 slot. I think have been the same, but each season they change up, based on new stuff that comes out or popularity, or some were just not making the grade, I guess. But he had Tom Segura on. He's the bearded, bigger guy. You'd know him if you see him, but they sent
Is he an actor?
He's a comic.
Oh, okay.
But-
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should show you these things so you have an idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But he went the extra mile. He sent the wings over to Tom's house. Tom set up something in his basement, or
Yep.
they had the wings there. And Tom he's a monster with wings.
They what is it? Zoom.
Yeah, did the whole got our little camera laptop. But anyway, this is the second time. So Tom has been the first and second guest for these hot wings. First time he did it, he was kind of doing it the way you were doing it when you're face to face. The second time, Tom's off the deep end. I mean, everything. He's just like blah blah
Oh,
blah
no.
blah. It's like, oh dude, no. He gets up to the bomb, blah blah blah. Oh, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
And he didn't stop. He was I mean, I've seen a lot of cats on that show, just go through stuff, but he was just like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Let's empty the bottle onto this wing. I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn it, I want hot wings
We'll
now.
stick to mild Taco Bell sauce
No,
for me.
that's a good sauce.
It's a great
That's
sauce.
a good sauce.
My
It's,
favorite sauce.
it's no da bomb sauce, but
and it's definitely not hot for most people, but it's about as hot as I can take.
well, we're definitely on our trip this 4th of July weekend. We're gonna have to try out, stop by Unusual Junction.
If they're open.
They're open.
Oh, they are?
I follow them on Facebook.
Wow.
And they had a picture of their unique hot sauce shelf, and it's like
sweet.
7 or 10 shelves, and it's just hot sauce. I was like, and I think I saw the bomb on there.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
And then-
Something disappeared sound-wise. Are we still okay?
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds different on my end.
What happened? Like just in the last second?
Yeah, it just got quieter and like
I was probably backing up.
maybe that's it. Okay.
Check 1, 2. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Can you hear me? Yeah. You can always do this.
Everything's fine. It's just like something stopped.
The air conditioner just kicked on.
On or off?
On.
Oh, well then.
I don't know why that would make a difference.
Yeah, whatever it was disappeared, so.
Fantastic. Well, this is all secondhand shit, so, you'll have that with that
All
kind
right.
of stuff.
Well, yeah, let's get on to better topics here.
Let's get on to a beer.
Beer. Yes.
Today's episode is sponsored by Buckeye Lake Brewing.
Awesome.
Legend Valley IPA.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
No Diet Cokes for me today.
I don't even have bottled water down here.
No, I brought my lemon water. Yes, I'm
Cheers.
trying to wean myself off the
Diet Coke. Also brought to you by Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Cheers.
We'll see how long that lasts. But I'm hoping.
I don't know why you...
I know, because
can
it's the...
clean carburetors with that shit. You
I
can
know.
clean the insides.
I don't know why I worry about it,
better.
but it's like every now and then I get the urge to say, okay, no more. Let's try to get back to just straight water or water with lemon or healthiness or whatever.
Yeah. Well,
I'm trying to get rid of that COVID-15.
I don't know. You've got your Diet Coke fix. I got my M&M fix.
Yep.
Who cares?
Exactly.
You know,
I know.
We made it to 50 for fuck's sake.
You're right. Yeah.
When we make it to 99 and they ask us, when we're in that wheelchair going,
How'd you survive Diet Coke
and M&Ms?
And M&Ms.
Fuck yeah. I mean, Betty White did it with vodka and hot dogs.
Yes, that's what she said.
She's still doing it with vodka and hot dogs.
So, who knows?
So, I'm sitting at home Friday. We should have done the show
Which
Friday.
was yesterday.
Was it really?
Yeah, right?
I think it was
Today's
5 days.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm watching all those podcasts that I've talked about. I'm getting fired up. I had a couple beers, and that was the problem. And I'm watching these guys just like bang it through. Fuck COVID, we're doing this shit. And they were like on point, on fire. And I'm like, we can do this. We got to get back into the studio again. So, I've got my notebook. I'm like, oh, yeah. And the ideas are just flowing. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. That's when I texted you halfway through. I was like, get ready for Saturday. This is going to be off the charts.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I oversold it. It happens. And I come down this morning, I look at this, and it's scribbles. It looks like a child wrote it. And I don't even know what half this shit means because this is like 3 or 4 beers.
Can I see it?
You can see it.
Oh, God.
So
can I see it? And then I have to try to read it with my glasses.
Even if you had 20/20, I don't think you could understand any of that or read it legibly.
Can I read it? And then we'll pick and choose.
That's a great idea.
All the same. News media. Election year. Non-politico?
Yeah, that's a word, politico.
Okay.
I don't know why I wrote it down, but
2 old uptight folk. Is that what it says?
oh yeah,
That's us?
no.
Okay.
Though we're close.
Okay.
I think that was referring to the presidential candidates.
Oh, yes. Write-in votes.
That I got. That was one of my good ideas. What? Are we moving on to the next?
Yeah, because this one was deep in my... I looked this up, too. Jason Moran's positive.
That's rock and roll, right?
Yeah.
The name of the show's called Rock and Roll, but we never talk about rock and roll. So
but
what do you know?
I just looked
what do you
that
know
up.
about Jason Mraz? Tell him.
Well, he was on something. Because it was called... he was doing like Mraz Land or something.
He had an album out.
Yeah, but there was something on TV that made me go to the internet and look it up and listen to it.
Excuse me.
So I can't remember what it was, but it was he was on one of the shows or something. Because, man. Oh, gosh, don't make me think.
Crash and burn, ladies and gentlemen.
My brain can't think
well, you
about it.
You brought the laptop down, so if
Yes.
you need to
No, it was a show that was on, and because I said to you, I said I recognize who that is, but and then I was like Moran's, but I can't remember what it was on, like a commercial or something, or
I think I saw that. No,
and then when I looked it up, I was like,
shows.
oh, he's got a new album out.
Yeah,
and
it was all about all positive. It's like anti
right
anything going on now. We want to focus on the good, the way things kind of were.
Right.
And moving forward and ahead. And
because I was surprised how much he looked older than I thought he was.
Everybody does during COVID.
Seriously, I thought he was younger than what I thought.
DJ Khaled looked like he looked like his dad.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against his dad, but the gray had gotten back into, it all happens to all of us. So
Sean Evans.
We talked about that. That was the Hot Ones.
Hot Wings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good guy, too. I like that guy.
First We Feast. That's his show? Okay.
Well, that's the channel.
Okay.
That's about beer number 3, so it's going to get worse on that list.
We're getting down to some, I think it's a T.
I can't tell.
Something Sigurd?
Tom Segura.
Yeah. Twice.
Here, you can cross that off because we kind of...
Why? Tom, oh, that's part of the same thing.
He was on there twice. Tom is a hell of a funny comedian, hell of a good podcaster, and a hell of a good... what do you want to say? Guest on a show.
Yes.
He's good talk. He keeps it going.
Yes.
So.
Getting on with shit. Are you laughing because I think I might have to take a shit. It, or
no.
Getting out with shit or on with shit? I can't read what that says. New something. All right. I want to see you back face to face.
Right.
Does that ring a bell?
That rings a bell. I'm ready for people to get back in the studio.
Gotcha.
Because as good as the podcasts are, Joe Rogan at least still has face to face. They keep the social distance. They test for every guest, all that kind of stuff. So that's what keeps that fresh. I'm sure it's a budgetary thing for the rest of the shows, but I'm ready.
Is that what you're getting on with shit is about too?
Yeah.
Just getting
not that
back
I had
to normal.
I might have had to take a shit.
New normal. That's the word. New normal.
New normal.
That's what you wrote.
What is normal? Shit.
I don't know. Then we've got grilling with
Mongo chef.
Mongo. See, I couldn't say the word. So Mongo hef.
Yeah.
Grilling with Mongo hef. What did he grill this weekend while they were on vacation? Did he tell us?
Maybe we should dial him up, man.
Okay.
Oh, special guest, Mongo chef. I didn't give him a heads up that we'd be doing this.
Special guest today. Grilling with... Why can't I say Mongo?
Mongo.
Because you got it as mango.
I do. Well, I probably did.
I got to put the U there so I know how. It's probably spelled mango, and they say Mungo.
M-U-N-G.
Oh, Mungo.
Mungo must be drunk and passed out. He didn't answer.
Said we didn't explore.
Oh, remember when, last show we were on with drunk Alexa, and we went into the poop hole about the color of your poops?
Yes.
Mungo said we didn't...
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Here she goes.
Sorry, I said her name. But he said we didn't explore the colors enough.
Yes.
So I think we should revisit the
That's
poop color
when we need to...
Alexa.
That's when we need to talk to Dr. Oz. And get that information.
He's not here on a thing.
Here's something I found on the web.
No.
According to Vox.com.
I forgot.
As a doctor, Oz also took the Hippocratic Oath to do no harm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Colors enough with Alexa. Oh, that's still part of the... Sorry, I know.
Cancel that.
Cancel. All right. Bonfire.com, which I checked out today, was very, very awesome.
That's a good site. I'd like to say that, yes, this show is brought to you by Bonfire that makes these excellent shirts.
And that's a cool shirt. That's a different... Right. I haven't seen that one.
This is the brand new shirt.
Yeah, I saw it on you today, but I mean,
And of course, it's got the...
Oh, that's the middle finger one.
Because I'm a rebel still.
Yes, you are.
12 years old in my brain. But bonfire.com is cool because it lets you design all your T-shirts. You can use their templates. You can set up a campaign and start selling. Follow me.
I read the next thing. That's why.
You don't have to give them a penny. Okay? Yes. So if you sell a shirt, hey, you get like $3 or $4 off of the commission. That's it. There's no minimums. I mean, it's if a guy like me can do it, obviously I can.
It's kind of a cool concept.
It's a great concept.
So once something sells, they get a percentage after the sale.
Absolutely, as well they should.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of brilliant. I mean, all you need to pay for as what or, as the business for them would be the internet service, and that's it.
Yeah. They take care of everything, and it's easy to use. Like I said, if a guy like me can use it, it's usable, and it's user-friendly. They have great stuff on there, and obviously it works great because this is a low-budget thing if you can't tell.
Hey.
Look at it. It's a low budget.
Yeah, it's coming along. Come on.
We got a hat.
Got a hat.
Also there. Put it on top.
There you go. See, that's big budget.
There's a coffee mug somewhere, too. But it adds legitimacy. Oh, I bungled that word. To something that is not legitimate.
Yeah.
That's quite obviously.
Yeah. We still need to do a Go Me Fund for our Bluetooths.
Go Me Fund?
What is
Go
it?
Fund Me.
Go Fund
Silly goose.
I've had 2. Hey, come on. I've had 2.
Margaritas all around.
Margaritas.
Woo. That shirt's on there, too.
But we need to do that for our Bluetooth. Our Bluetooth.
I'm laughing at it. I have no idea.
What do you call it? Our headsets.
Oh.
Our Bluetooth headsets.
When we go mobile.
A GoFundMe page.
Yeah.
What did I call it before? Go Me Fund.
Go Me Fund. What was that other thing? You weren't even drunk, but you drunk blurted it. It was a Prince song. When the doves cry.
Hey.
I was like, no, you can't do that.
Come on.
You can't do that to Prince
Okay,
songs.
now that was a part of my topics here because, and I got to log back in. But there's a name for that when you sing the songs wrong.
Really?
Yes.
What is I have to know this now. What is the name?
It is called, let me get this here. They're called Song Lyric Mishaps, and they're called mondegreens is the word.
Mondegreens.
Mondegreens is the
Alexa,
name.
what is a mondegreen?
Mondegreen is a noun meaning a word or phrase resulting from a mishearing of another word or phrase, especially in a song or poem.
Oh, she's not drunk yet.
Yay! Thank you, Alexa. You did well on that one.
I wanna rock and roll all night
and part of every day.
Now we won't get slammed for copyright on that because we sang the wrong lyrics it wasn't 7 seconds long, and it wasn't sung very well anyway. Well, okay, that was cool. I learned something new today.
Yeah.
Huh.
You didn't know that? Yes.
Well done.
That was my topic of choice, and I don't know if they.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
If they give, because the ones like "Hold Me Closer," Tony Danza.
See, that sounds more like a dream wish than an actual mishearing.
But you know what? That's from Tiny Dancer.
Yeah.
But a lot.
God, that'd be a whole show in itself. Misspoke lyrics.
God, yes.
What was the word for that? I've forgotten it already.
Mondegreen.
Mondegreen. I probably have to see it because I'll.
MONDEGREEN.
Who the hell invented that word?
I have no idea. But
Okay.
it was obviously out before, you know what I mean? It was obviously in the English language before.
It's probably in Webster's dictionary.
Exactly.
Fantastic. All right. Oh, I'm getting spammed again.
Oh, no, there's an actual history behind that word, but I'm not going to read it. It came from Sylvia Wright in an article when she misheard a song lyric.
Does it say what song?
Uh-oh.
Something's happening.
I hear flashings.
I think we got Mungo Hef.
Oh,
He's home.
Mungo
Hef. Woo! Hey,
Exciting.
fantastic.
You're on the air.
Now we got to get him on the screen. Let me poke a button here and get that.
Our first guest ever. Oh, yay!
Hey, you're on the big screen even though you can't see it. Mungo Hef. Poor connection.
Oh,
that
no.
close, ladies and gentlemen. That close.
It pulled an Alexa on us.
It did.
Can he still hear us?
I don't know. I see a froze screen. Is he screwing with us?
He's got one of them pictures.
Oh, lost him. Come on, Mongo. You got to come back. This has to work.
Look at you. You look really cool on there.
Mungo is good radio. Come on, Mungo.
You could do it.
Come on, Mungo. Connecting. Okay, nobody move.
My phone battery died.
Oh, on your end. We thought it was us.
I was like, I know we got crap over here, but it's not that crappy. Hey, hello, Mungo Hef.
Hey, how's it going?
Excellent. Do you mind being on the air right now?
On the internets?
On the internets.
I've never been on the internets before.
It feels, yes, you have. You have your own YouTube channel, goddammit. And it's coming along, I think. We were just talking about you because you had informed me about a week ago that we did not explore the color of poop with Alexa enough. And
Alexa, she just
and you
turned
also
on again.
stated that she was the star of the show. And I was like, oh, no. Mungo Hef will be the star of the show. So how the hell are you?
I'm good. I want to ask Alexa about the poop colors.
Let's see if, we have to see if Alexa can hear him.
Let's try it.
Okay, we're going to let Hef talk now. Chef. Mungo Chef.
Alexa, is my brown poop normal?
Sorry, I don't know that. But you have Poop Detective enabled. Do you want to open it?
Yes.
She almost heard you. She lit up, but then she went quiet again. Now, she's drunk Alexa, so she might have passed out again. Oh, and we lost Mungo Hef. We lost everything.
Technology is great.
We can't do everything at the same time. Okay, well, while we wait for a reconnection, ladies and gentlemen, we'd just like you to know that today's program is brought to you by two drunk people.
Legend Valley IPA.
Legend Valley IPA and the
LVI.
Yeah. Oh.
Here we go.
Nope.
Nope,
Gotta call
failed.
back.
This could take a while.
I was just going to say this.
We love technology.
Yeah, that time it was totally you guys.
Yeah.
Turns out we can't do two things at the same time.
It's going to happen many, many, many times.
You have to try, though. I mean, where else? So, Mungo Hef.
Yes.
We saw you were on vacation.
I was on vacation.
We saw you were beside a grill. Did you do any kind of weird grilling on your vacation?
I did grilling, but I didn't do any videos of it.
Oh.
Because you didn't want to work on vacation.
Yes, we'll go with that.
Yes.
Usually by the time we were cooking, it was like, I'm hungry, feed me now.
Fuck yes.
So there was no time for dilly-dallying. So.
Well, it's a new channel. I got to say, I'm excited about it.
Yes, 5 episodes in?
Yeah. I mean,
So I haven't seen that YouTube money rolling in just yet, but...
well, you'll see it in about 50 years.
Well, now that I'm on the JR Rock and Roll Show...
Yeah, you're just going to rise to the top.
Whoa. You've got the wrong impression about this show. You've just lost subscribers.
Oh, come on.
I mean, you guys...
15 subscribers? Come on. I know it
You got a hat! Yay, Mungo Chef. Woo!
Brought to you by Bonfire.
Bonfire.com.
As soon as I learn how to use Bonfire, you're going to see Mungo Chef, aprons.
Oh, brilliant.
Do you get to pick what kind of wear you have on there?
You do, but it's a relatively new company.
So,
And
like, you can pick underwear or things like that?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
But I'm into the underwear thing. I like where your head's at.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
They just got face masks for COVID.
So,
And
in other words, you choose from what they
have
You
at
can't
the
say,
moment.
I want to make my own,
Right. So I was on there today, and the hat that Mungo Chef has, I tried to read. Thank you. Don't get excited, folks, because it's not available anymore.
Oh, no. How'd that happen?
It's not because they don't have the hat anymore. It's because they don't have that color hat. So I only chose one color for the hat.
I was going to say it's like red and black, isn't it?
Well, it's black. It's a black hat with gold and whatever. But they no longer have gold, so that campaign cannot be relaunched. But you can buy the hat. So there's a little confusion as to
So now
how
it
things
just
operate
comes
there.
with white instead of gold.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Now, speaking of white,
So what I'm hearing is I have a collector's item.
Yes, you do.
One of two.
One of a kind. Oh, one of two. One of
Sell
two.
it on eBay.
oh, you could probably get $22 out of that. Oh, shit. I got to say, those chops of yours are coming in quite thick. I love that.
I'm almost ready to braid them.
Dude.
Although I saw a video this morning of this dude who had dreadlock beard. So I was thinking maybe I could do dreadlock sideburns.
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome.
How
I
long
can
was that
see
going
it.
to take, Hev?
I don't know how long's the lockdown be.
2 years. We got 2 years of
Okay,
this.
I got to ask this question. Now, if lockdown stops tomorrow, how do the chops fare in that?
Hey, if you have to wear a mask.
Oh,
sorry.
No, don't do it. Sorry, that didn't mean it. That was
As soon as I have to go back to a normal life, meaning going back to the office and doing that kind of stuff, then yeah, they're gone.
Oh.
Even if you
Yeah.
get to wear a mask, because they wouldn't notice it, right? If you have a mask on.
Good
So-
question.
No, you do notice it.
Okay. Alrighty then.
They stick out.
Okay.
Do you have a mask that you could put on to show us in our studio audience? Oh. Look at that. Look. Okay, hold that profile there. That side turn. That's an awesome look there. That's kind of rock and roll. Look at that. Yeah. 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 Rock on, Mungo Chef. I forgot what the question was.
Something about the mask.
The mask.
But
Oh, yeah.
we've
That
gone
was
past
probably
that.
too much to ask for.
I don't have a mask anywhere near me. It's all the way somewhere.
No, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got any beverages of choice over there?
No, not yet.
Damn it. Well, I'm out of stuff.
Oh, wait. Let me go down to the next thing on here. Oh, wait. I've read through all of them.
You have to
haven't I?
bring him up to speed.
I'm reading from Steve's notes that he wrote while he was a little.
Did she just say Steve?
Yes. Instead of JR. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Go ahead. I'm
All
sorry.
right.
That was my bad.
All right. Well, anyhow, you had a few beers, and they're not.
It's incoherent.
Readable.
Oh. Incoherent writings. You probably can't read that. Even if it was clear in HD, you still couldn't because I had 3 or 4 beers and.
I
I
tried.
don't know how to read.
I tried. I did make out the new normal.
You know, at the bottom of that list, speaking of poop, there was
that was the that's why I gave you that funny look because it said COVID poops.
COVID poops. I saw something on the news. Did you see this yet?
I have not seen this. COVID poops.
COVID poops. If somebody poops in a public toilet that has COVID and that toilet flushes,
That's gross.
there could be a 3-foot plume of COVID mist. It was on the news. It's got to be
Alrighty.
real.
Yeah, so you got to keep
So
your
I had-
6-foot distance.
Well, it says don't flush a public toilet is what the news was getting at. So my
Don't.
Wait.
I am not making this up. I'm not making this up. It was on the news. They said don't flush public toilets because you'll get COVID.
So what the hell are you supposed to do?
Not flush the toilet. Which means those.
Like a truck stop.
I don't use those fucking toilets anyway. I mean, I'll pee behind a bush before I go into there. But yeah, that's how crazy shit has gotten.
That's crazy.
I was enamored because they were using the word poop.
COVID poops, yes.
poops.
And you've like drawn little faces on your poops
Hearts.
and hearts and smiley faces and
I kind of feel
googly
like
eyes.
I kind of feel like I've gotten away from the Mungo Hef.
How's
grill.
that? I added
Oh
to it.
Jesus! she did that. The smiley face with the poops
That
there.
is awesome.
They can't see that. Can you guys see that? Well, it doesn't matter. There's only 21 people watching anyway.
21? We're up to 21?
Well, one is me. Okay, 3 are me. One is Lori. I'm guessing Mungo Chef might be because he bought a hat. So,
Now, is that depending on how many computers you log in from. All right, well, 18 of those would be me.
Oh!
No, I'm kidding.
Wait a minute, you got 18 computers?
Pretty much.
Jeez.
Oh, I'm out of...
Oh, here, you want a beer?
No, I really
Hef?
would like another
Beer?
Yeah, give me a beer.
Yeah.
What the hell?
If we're going to derail, we might as well do it proper.
Yep.
Well, if you guys are having beers, I'm gonna go pour myself a drink of some sort.
Did you see that smoke come out of there?
Drink it. Chug, 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 chug. We got to figure out how to get Mungo Hef a little louder. You don't like that one?
Oh, no. Not a fan. Oh, no.
That's good stuff.
Oh, why is that not ringing my bell there?
Because it's warm and it's an IPA. Ugh. Turns out the lovely Lori Lynn does not like the IPA beverages.
I thought I did. Guess
Well,
I don't.
It depends on how many margaritas you have.
That's true. Margaritas are much better.
Do you want to take a break and go get yourself
I think I might have to because
right.
I think I need to.
Friendly reminder, don't forget the ice because we
Yes.
just put that bottle in the fridge and it's not chilled.
And according to
drinking.
According to JR, I'm not supposed to flush the toilet.
That was a public toilet. You can flush our toilet. Pretty sure we don't have COVID.
All right, I will return.
All right.
Oh, you're the only one on there now.
Everybody's left me. You go do what you got to do. Hef's getting a beverage.
I'm getting a beverage. Oh, I got to put it in a
Sippy cup because if we spill something in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get ants because we're in the basement. All right, Alexa, since everybody's left me, okay, Hef's back. We need to learn about poop, Alexa. Poop. So get geared up.
I haven't been equipped to do that.
Now, how can she not be equipped to poop when she can make fart noises, talk about colors of poop? Alexa, can you poop?
That's not one of the things I can do.
Can you hear her?
That sucks. I've had weeks like that.
What beverage did you get, Mungo?
I have myself a nice tequila drink.
Oh, a tequila. Cheers.
Cheers.
Tink. Turns out Lori is not an IPA fan. She quickly handed it back to me, and it's foaming all over the place now. So that means I have 2 beers to drink.
Yes. Oh, too bad.
You know, I downloaded an app for the phone so I could get some applause and to add a third dimension, but I deleted it. I wonder if I can get that back. Yeah, fuck it. But, yeah. Lori had to go get herself a margarita because she didn't like the beers.
Nice.
So, what's new with you?
Well, just got back from vacation. That's about it.
So nothing.
Going back to work Monday.
Did you change your shirt too? You're awesome, man. Do you have any Mungo Hef shirts that I can go out and get?
I don't know how to use Bonfire yet.
Okay. Neither do I.
I haven't even actually tried, actually.
Let me just say, if I can navigate it, anybody can.
Awesome.
It's a pretty easy website to use, and there's no commitments. I haven't having to give them any information, so it's a breeze. Cool. Yeah, there's no minimum. So if you use their suggested pricing for T-shirts, which might be a touch high, if one sells, then you do not have to wait for like 10 to sell for all of them to print.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. I'll investigate that, and I'll have to come up with a fun, quirky slogan for my Mungo Chef.
Yeah.
Kiss the cook.
Swing from the cook's chops. Dude, I'm so worried that COVID is going to go away and you're going to lose the chops.
Yeah.
I kind of hope that. Oh man, her beer is still foaming. Hold on.
So, do you remember when we had our musical project, Beevil the Two-Headed Monster?
I do now.
And we used for an icon that Muppet that was a two-headed monster. Mm-hmm. And the one Muppet had like bald head, and the other Muppet was like shaggy head, and one of them had the horns up, and the other one had the horns down.
Yeah.
So they were basically kind of not mirror images of each other, but just kind of like opposites. And that's kind of what we are now. You've got the middle thing. I've got the two side things.
Holy shit, you're right. So it's like what fell off of your face landed on mine.
Yeah.
If only we had a graphic. That's going back to the 90s. Holy shit. Oh, shit.
Good.
Look what
Research
she
and
did.
development.
Can you see that? It's
Yeah.
right there. If
It's like fit an image.
if technology was good, ladies and gentlemen, we'd throw that on the screen.
What's it called? Isn't it called? You guys called your band that, didn't you?
Beevil. It was a small B. Oh my God! It was a small B, capital E, small. It was Beevil because it was evil.
How good am I?
Tuned down to B.
Tuned down to B with that guitar. You can't see that guitar, but they can see that guitar.
I had forgot to put the margarita in there.
Lori's just gone off the drunk deep
A
end.
little stronger than lemon water.
I'm still licking off beer stains off the...
So it wasn't just me. That thing went
It's still going like
crazy on
Mount
me.
Vesuvius. But yeah, now I can't stop thinking about this.
Oh, by the way, light
Beard.
brown.
Light brown? Are we talking about... We're going back to the poop thing? Okay. Are we
That
all
was
ready
too
for
much,
this?
Too much. Does this monster have a name? No.
I think back when we were looking at it, it was just the two-headed monster.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I don't know if it actually has a real name.
I don't think it does.
Beevil.
Yeah.
What's the one that goes da 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 da
Oh, the big blue one.
da da da
Mana, mana.
da da?
We gone down a rabbit hole here.
You know, yes, yeah.
Because who wants to hear what the color purple poop means for your digestive tract?
Purple.
Well, that's the only other color I could think of. I mean, there's red, which is awfully obviously
Get to the
death.
doctor right away on that one.
Brown, which I'm assuming is
Normal.
poop. Yellow,
Tan.
yellow. Well, that's just piss.
You need more fiber.
Yeah,
That's what I'll go with on that
Green.
one. Green.
that's too much veggies. I've done that. I've done that. Yeah.
Or if you eat those green Twinkies that they had.
Oh, you know what? M&Ms. If you eat a whole bag, not the little share bag, but the big party bag, that's an interesting color of poop.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's you think it'd be rainbowy, but it's not. It's like a puce kind of almost bluish. Not purple, but
I believe the poop topics have become part of this show. I mean,
you know what? That's because the show is shit.
I mean, literally, we have a segment. We actually have a poop segment every week.
Oh shit.
But it's Alexa's fault for doing that.
Exactly.
You can't just say I can identify what's wrong with you by the
Oh my
color
God.
of your poop and not
Yes.
cover
Yes.
that. But when you were gone, we tried Alexa. We said, Alexa, talk about poop. And she said she hasn't been able to poop for a week.
She said that?
Something like that. I might have talked over it. F heard it.
That's how I interpret it.
Alexa, we need to know what the color of poop means.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
Do you have anything
Here's
else?
something I found on the web. According to verywellhealth.com, bile salts in the intestines give stool its characteristic brown color.
Poop. I don't. We came
can-
across that by accident. I don't remember
We
how
can
we
go
got
back
that.
to our Mondegreen conversation.
Lori taught me a new word. Hef probably knows it. He's a music guy. I'll let you talk.
I'm thinking it's pronounced Mondegreen.
Mondegreen is a word.
Yes. Alexa, what is Mondegreen?
According to Wikipedia, a mondegreen is a mishearing or misinterpretation of a phrase in a way that gives it a new meaning. Mondegreens are most often created by a person listening to a poem or a song, the listener being unable to clearly hear a lyric, substitutes words that sound similar and make some kind of sense.
Okay.
So what?
Like, excuse me while I kiss this guy.
Exactly. That's one of them. Yes. Okay, we got that one.
Did you know that word existed?
I did. I knew there was a word for that, but I wouldn't have known what it was. Mondegreen or whatever.
Mondegreen.
In fact, one of the sites is called Kiss This Guy.
No, don't open that up. It's porn. It's gay porn. It's gay porn.
I did open it. Oh, I can't wait to see what I get in my email.
Not that there's anything wrong with it, but you're gonna have a weird web history.
No, it's on there.
Not
It's the
weird, but
Archive of Misheard Lyrics is what that website is.
Whew, close call.
Yeah,
Remember when your mom looked up dicks?
Exactly.
Sporting goods.
Yep, that was hilarious.
That really happened. Back when computers were new. Dicks.com. I think it's still there.
Yeah.
Dicks.com? Dick's Sporting Goods. Are they still around?
I don't think so.
I think they're still.
Oh, they are? Okay. I
know.
don't know anymore because, all right. What are some of the ones? That was one of the big ones.
Hef, you got to know Mondegreen. You know lyrics. Hef is a lyric guy.
I usually make the Mondegreens because
As we pause to reconnect. Why do we have to reconnect all the time?
I'm unable to connect to Dix.com. It doesn't look like there's anything there.
Okay. I think the last time I was over at Easton, the big building that was Dick's is not Dick's anymore.
I'm sorry. I'm like in
She
fifth grade
is so
again.
immature. Every time I say Dick's, she giggles. So,
It does eventually redirect to DickSportingGoods.com.
okay. So they
no dick pics.
everybody's sad.
But
Still
back to the Mondegreens.
back.
Wrapped up like a douche.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even think I know what the real lyrics are.
I don't either.
Blinded by the light.
Like,
Oh, is it revved up like a deuce coupe?
I have no idea.
No idea.
It's something along those lines. It's. I think it's about a car. I think.
Yep.
I thought it was douche.
I bless the grains down in Africa. That's one on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Greens.
I used to know what the douche was.
I love the part of every day.
Oh yeah. I want to rock and roll
Yep.
all night, part of every day.
Yep.
I cannot sing it any other way than that way now. God damn it. Sorry, Kiss. We're not breaking any
I
copyright.
messed up a Prince song the other day. I can't remember what it
Oh, yeah.
That was bad.
When the doves, plural, cry. Don't do that to Prince.
Hey, I make up my own words if I can't figure it out. So I've got a
Yeah.
lot of these, just my own.
But Prince.
As long as it's close enough.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, God. I cannot drink 2 beers at a time anymore. I get gassy.
Yeah.
But you had, did you have margaritas?
2.
earlier? Okay.
Oh, man.
Those went down
Was
smoothly.
it
You drank
margaritas by the
the.
pool?
No, we had
not
thunderstorms.
today.
We'll go.
We only had them in the morning. It's been hot almost. Well, I guess the later part of the afternoon.
Well, I'll have to just say that once we get a raindrop out here, we shut everything down and go inside forever.
Yeah, I can get that. I can get that.
It's lame. I know. I'm old, but it's like I got to have the sun in the morning. I have my coffee outside, right? Blue sky, the sun just kind of peeking up, starts to get warm. Like, all right, today is going to be an outdoor day. One cloud comes over, drops one drop of rain. I'm like, fuck it, I'm in.
Yeah.
Or one bug flies by me and I'm inside.
Yeah.
I can't take it.
I'm going to say, though, we put plenty of insecticide out back there, so...
I saw a centipede yesterday. They just creep me out. You got more than 4 legs, and I don't like you.
What's centipede have? That's like 100 legs, isn't it?
100.
What about a millipede?
Million.
There's no way an insect has 1 million legs on it. That is not right. I refuse to believe that. Sheesh. Oh, crap. So, where's your better half? She's a voice.
She is upstairs watching Netflix, I believe.
Oh.
Anything good?
Well, I don't know. She pinged me to see if I wanted to watch, and it hit my phone and my watch, but it hasn't hit my app on the computer, so I have no idea what she really said, because it only lasts on my watch for like a little bit, and then I don't know how to find it.
I have no idea what you just talked about just then.
I get stuff on my watch.
Awesome.
I was making fun of me not knowing tech so good. That's what that was. But
it's a watch that gets messages.
So the long answer is she's avoiding this mess.
Yes.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
Did you watch Eurovision?
I don't know what that is.
The Will Ferrell?
No.
The new thing was that Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't think I haven't been on my Netflix at all in like almost all of the pandemic.
Oh, that's all we've done.
I know. I thought I was gonna start catching up on all these shows. I mean, I haven't seen any of the new season of Ozark. I can't remember
awesome.
what all that I'm missing out on, but for whatever reason, I just haven't been Netflixing at all, or any of those streamings.
Are you suffering from COVID depression, Hef?
No, I think I was just addicted to wine with the wine.
For those of you that don't know, that's our governor that gets on at 2 o'clock every day and gives us a status of how we're all going through the apocalypse.
And no more acting.
No more acting. Oh, yeah.
I knew that was going to get to her eventually because that was just too much.
Mm.
I figured she was just going to get a better job offer and leave, but it sounds to me like she was just getting frustrated with dealing with COVID all the time.
Yeah.
I can't blame her on that.
Well, aren't you? Are you? What's your state of mind?
She was my calming source, though.
With the COVID, I mean, you've been at home.
Vacationing during COVID is horrible, and I never want to do it again.
Wow.
But when I'm just sitting at home, I'm perfectly fine. Ever since, what was it? When did this whole thing start?
March 1st.
March 17th or
something
something like that?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So ever since then, at home, we've eaten at a restaurant or, got takeout from a restaurant 3 times that whole span of time. Now, last week we had, so I guess 5 times total, because we had pizza and we had fish dinner, both takeout last week at vacation. So since March, we've been out to a restaurant 5 times. I'm perfectly fine sitting in my basement. I could stay here forever.
We may have to.
Right? Hey, I'm good.
So from the both of us, that I think we've only made it out to a Burger King.
Oh, it's so weird to try to get food now. It's weird.
How was your experience going to not Burger King, fast food kind of stuff?
You mean like a go-in, sit-down restaurant, you mean? Or?
Yeah. I mean, we haven't done
that.
No. So
we had Iacanos, and we ordered online, paid online, tipped online, and I just drove up there. The wait staff comes out and they said, "What's your order number?" And then they go get it and bring it out. There was no contact whatsoever. They asked if I wanted my receipt, and I said no. So the only contact there was they held the box. I grabbed the box, put it in my trunk. Done.
So food rides home in the trunk then for zero contact.
Zero contact.
Yeah. Well, if I put the pizza box in the car, then it gets all greasy on there and stuff. And
so that was your choice. It wasn't one of their, hey, we have to put your food in the trunk kind of thing.
No, that's just me being me.
No, I get it. I get it.
Well, see, even Taco Bell freaked me out yesterday because he came out the window with a cup, an empty cup, and I'm like, why the hell is he handing me an empty cup?
You forgot the Diet Coke, goddammit.
And it was to put our money in. It's just like, oh my gosh, this is weird. Well, I'm not used to this.
Yeah.
Because that must have been the first time we've gotten
I had only
fast
been
food for a while.
Burger King.
Burger King, yeah.
And they sent one of those big trays out that usually put dishes in or something. It was a big plastic
that's
tray.
what Taco Bell did,
and I was like, what? And you put your money in there, sir. I was like, dude, I don't have that much money. It's like $5.
At least Taco Bell was just a cup, but it was like, why is he giving me an empty cup?
Now, granted, that was early on in the whole COVID scare thing, and they're like, we don't have a extendy arm thing that comes out and it's a fake arm and takes your money.
Have your money.
Yeah, but it's still weird because there was one restaurant it was up northern Ohio. It was like there was no COVID, and this was later into the whole COVID scare thing. It was McDonald's up in Mansfield. I don't want to call anybody out, but it felt like old times.
McDonald's number 1, 2,
No.
5, 7.
Great food, great service, but it was just there was no gloves on, no masks. I feel bad now that I've gone into it, but I was like,
no, it's weird because some of them are like that. Like if you go into one Kroger and nobody's got anything going on, you go to the next Kroger, they're all masked up and they're all like, "Oh, you have to wait until somebody comes out." I'm
good.
like, "What?"
I felt good. I was like, "Oh, thank God, we're getting back to normal now. Nobody gives a shit anymore."
Yeah, nobody gives a shit, and then that's when second and third waves.
Yeah.
We went into a pizza joint. Well, I went in by myself to a pizza joint last week, and as soon as I walked in, I was wearing a mask. A couple of the other customers that were waiting outside were wearing a mask because they had gone in and were waiting for their pizza and whatnot. Well, I go in, and the cashier, the prep station that's putting the cheese and pepperoni on the pizzas, and the guy who's manning the oven. None of those folks had masks, and I was pretty darn hungry, but man, I almost just turned around and thanks.
That hunger gets to you.
I hadn't paid yet or anything. I was just like, oh man. But
you're like, I had a lot of vitamin D this week, so I think my immune system is going to be on point a little bit. Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
I'm not sure whether to be scared or not. It's a weird feeling. I can't get used to it.
I gotta be honest. I'm like at the point of let's just get it over with. Because if this is not, I didn't want to talk about any of this week.
Yeah, we weren't supposed to talk about COVID.
I'm gonna start blurting and regretting everything I say because I've had beers. But I heard somebody else say it, and I was like, wouldn't it be better if we just got it all done within a month instead of stretching it out for a year?
Yeah.
And I was like,
well, I think I think it's. I mean, the reason it's high now is because they're testing everybody. So And
that's another rabbit hole.
And pretty much everybody has it. It's just whether you're showing symptoms or not.
Yeah.
Yep.
But now, I mean, we really don't get the flu anymore.
Our immune system has to be pretty damn good.
Because we don't clean. This is the first year I've washed my hands in 2 decades. So we're good.
My body's in shock, though, from the antibacterials.
Alcohol,
I'm sorry. Yes.
Well, my hands are just like falling apart because I wash them 20 times a day sometimes.
Exactly.
And that's why I hated vacation so much, is that in a shared living space like that, every time I would go out to the pool or take the trash out or any simple thing like that, it would be come right in, wash the hands. That much soap, it's not good. And that's just regular old soap. But we also had the antibacterial, just the rub it in and go kind of stuff, and then we have the the Lysol wipes for.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It just tears my skin apart.
And now the methane and
the methanol is now.
Methanol.
Yeah,
methanol.
There's certain brands out there that use methanol.
At work, that's the brand we've got, and I knew it because I came home and I said something's wrong with our antibacterial stuff because it just does not smell right.
Oh. I've been in the shop. We got the 99% isopropyl alcohol, and I use that. I was using that before.
You've always
COVID,
used that.
But I use it on my head because after I shave my head, it's kind of like that that you don't have any ointment, but that stuff that Barbara. What's the word for that? God damn it!
I know what you mean.
Tonic.
Yes.
I use it like tonic. So, I always, if you dig in an amplifier that's got rat shit in the back of it, it's been in the basement for 50 years, and I use gloves, but even the gloves get funky, so I just alcohol everything. And I've gotten so used to it now, it's really second nature. But now I have to take it out when I go places because, you go pick something up, you touch doorknobs and stuff. So I'm like alcoholing and
90%
hands
alcohol.
are shriveling into
I know. It's
old man
ridiculous.
hands.
Yeah, exactly, like old man hands.
Yeah, which it was happening anyway, but now it's like 10 years older old man hands.
Yep.
Sons of bitches, COVID.
That's why staying in the basement is the best thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
We're all in the basement now.
I love it.
All we need now is a nice nuclear winter, and we'll all be safe.
Yes.
Where
I'm
are you
pretty
going with that?
disappointed with the murdering hornets. We didn't have
Monkey's
enough.
paw.
Yeah, what happened to the murder hornets?
I heard a great theory about the murder hornets.
Oh. Wait. I got to qualify it. Theory or...
Does it involve, what did I say, was killing the praying mantis?
Oh, no, that's not where I was going. Sorry, Hefner. Okay. We've derailed.
This one, there was no scientific or any real-life basis of this theory at all. It was just, I think somebody was drunk or high on the internet and typed this stuff up, but it was amazing.
Relatable.
He said
I'm in.
That all the events of 2020 prove that there is time travel, and that the paradox of time travel that was talked about in Back to the Future, where they could screw things up, somebody is going back and each time trying to, fix some aspect of 2020, and then it causes something else. Because
I love this stuff.
Murder hornets are gone now. They're just gone.
Yeah.
So they fixed that, but what else is going to happen because they fixed that? Is that the second wave now, or is that?
I love all this kind of stuff. Oh my god, it's like sliders and quantum leap and all that all together in one.
You've engaged the lovely
Oh,
Lori.
I love that kind of stuff.
Go down the rabbit hole.
Love that stuff.
I mean, it's a sound theory. I mean, I cannot find any flaws in it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it makes more sense than COVID.
Yes.
All right. So one thing I did not want to talk about, because I know absolutely nothing about it other than I am unanimous in it, is that everything you see on the news is an invention.
Fake. Oh, yeah. I agree on that.
And I wasn't going to talk about it today, especially because I have no information to back it up. But then I watched this show on TV. So this is a contradiction. If it's all on TV and fake anyway, how could the show have any relevance on what my state of mind is about it anyway? But, they brought up things like, all you need is an idea. And you can find video, pictures all over the place and put it together like a 10-year-old does in the basement and put it on any medium and people will sop it up like fucking heroin.
Yeah, it's all in the editing and all in the way you phrase it.
And I was like, I don't want to watch this because that'll be in my head all day today. And then I'll start babbling about something I have no proof or anything
but then
about.
You'll just fit right in with the rest of the media.
But, then my whole... I don't give a fuck really anyway.
Right.
Kind of kicked in
and
I moved on. So I watched 15 minutes and think I'm an expert on whatever it is I watch.
And you are, because that's all they give. Honestly, that's all they give into it
the
as
best
well.
Life.
You gave it more thought than a lot of people give up.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, I keep hearing this voice in my head. I don't know if you remember, Hef, but way back when we were in high school, that was just a little bit past the 70s, and the for some reason I remember hearing somebody just kind of say, question everything.
Yep.
Do you remember that? Am I remembering that wrong? Okay, question everything. So then, decades passed and you don't think about it until now, and I'm like, you really have to question everything.
Well, what kills me is they don't have to have sources anymore. I mean, for our high school newspaper, if you didn't have a source, you couldn't print it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously, you couldn't. Now they just, whatever they want. Doesn't matter as long as it's said anywhere.
Yeah.
If it's printed.
A lot of our news organizations that are the 24-hour news channels, both to the right and left spectrum of politics, they're more entertainment than they are news, even though they're based off of actual news things. It's entertainment and opinion more than anything.
Exactly.
And you don't need a source for opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In fact,
I get an idea.
In fact, I get more valuable information from TMZ than I do from ABC.
That's real news. That's real news. Yeah, they said pretty much once the news organizations needed to sell advertising space, it all went downhill.
Oh, yeah.
Because
and you can kind of see that in some of the newscasters' face when they actually read ahead
and understand what they're reading.
And not doing what Steve Carell...
the beer face.
Yeah, whatever that was that he did. But when they look at it, and you can kind of tell, like, should I actually read this or not? Or, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, you can tell they're
Ron Burgundy?
That's what I was going for. Ron Burgundy.
Yeah.
But I see that in our local newscasters because they're kind of like, oh my God, do I have to read that?
Yeah, they really put that on the teleprompt. Okay.
Almost
it's
like
a paycheck.
That. We too low.
Oh, that's a racist. That's you can't.
We won't talk about that one.
We stay clear.
That was the plane crash, but they
see she's still talking about it.
Well, I gotta give some information about it.
No, you don't.
Okay, never mind.
We're a rock and roll show that talks nothing about rock and roll because of copyright. We can talk about rock and roll, but no rock and roll is happening because rock and roll has been on the decline, and then COVID came along and killed it all. So now we're left with nothing to talk about.
And we tried
our conspirity theories.
We tried the music.
If it worked for MTV, it can work for you guys.
Yeah. And we tried the videos that we put, you know what I mean, the shows that we tried, the mashups and those kinds of things, and they
flagged our mashups.
They flagged us.
All the mashups.
Not to mention our soundless videos.
Oh, that was hilarious.
That was kind of silly on a radio thing, though.
Oh, that was before we had video. Okay, I don't know. Okay, Mungo. Did you ever see the video? What the hell song was Dancing in the Street? Where Mick Jagger and what was the other guy?
David
Bowie did their version of Dancing in the Streets.
Yep.
Well, somebody came along and took the music out and put in the voices over it. So all you saw was dancing in the street. No music. It was fucking hilarious. We busted a gut, but you have to see it. But we did it before we had the camera, so you heard it, and it didn't
hear anything because there was no music, and we're finally realizing, hey, we're on a podcast trying to do music that has no music.
Epic fail. Fucking, I'm wetting myself thinking about it because we found the Journey song too, Worlds Apart.
So it's just us laughing our asses off.
You see the keyboard player playing, and all you hear is clicks of the keyboard because it's not plugged in. You have Neil Sean playing a guitar. Huh?
Are these the Shred videos?
No, they're better than Shred. They're musicless music videos. That's how you gotta Google it on YouTube. Did I say that? Google it on YouTube. Musicless.
Now you sound like me.
Music videos. There's only like 1, 2, or 3 that are just fucking amazingly funny.
There it is.
I don't know if we can play it.
And they have Take On Me?
Oh,
that was the other.
Bee Gees. They had the Bee Gees one.
That was funny too. But
yeah, here's the Take On Me one.
Your computer's not hooked up to this mess, so nobody's going to see or hear it.
Oh, I know. Well, I'm just saying.
All right. Audience, you watch us watch her screen. and
now I got to watch 15 million commercials.
But it was hilarious, and we had a good time with it. But, long story short, I don't think this was even a story other than it was... It was
hilarious because I was like, after listening to the podcast, it was like, oh my God, we're trying to talk about music that has no music.
Yeah. You wouldn't believe half the stuff we got flagged for. We get flagged for the mashups where people mash up. They've got the YouTube copyright content on there. You can kind of hear that, but you can't. She's playing the video.
When you get flagged, do they just take your video down, or do they give you a warning, or how does that work?
It depends on what kind of content, and I'm not an expert on this, so don't quote me, but there are YouTubers out there that put two songs together, and they monetize their channel. If you reuse that audio or video, as I understand it, they will say, hey, that's somebody else's, so you're not going to get monetized for this video on your channel.
Oh, okay.
If you go out and flat out rip off Journey and play their music video, then it's a one strike for copyrighted content, of which I think at this point you get 3. And if you do a third, they just, I think, something drastic like shut your channel down or give you a chance to pull the video, delete the video. So, before all this happened, before YouTube got so sophisticated, am I boring anybody here? I'm starting to glaze over.
Yeah.
We were doing the review videos. We were watching music videos, commenting and stuff. I
love the mashups.
The mashups were awesome. I mean, there's unbelievable stuff. But, I started getting these emails like, oh, flag. Like, what's happening? What's going on here? Because you go on YouTube and you see everybody doing this shit. And it's still up. Well, what I found out is people are speeding up their video. They're putting in a reverse video. They're doing everything that the bots cannot identify yet. But then the bots got sophisticated. One guy actually had a swirly motion going on in the video, so it couldn't recognize the video. And I was like, I don't know how to do all that shit, and I don't want to trample.
Who wants to put that time into it?
Well, the point of this station was to find new stuff and say, hey, everybody, you have to go buy this band's music. That's all we wanted to do. Mm-hmm. You can't do that.
Right.
They frown on it. If they're already out there trying to sell their music, you cannot promote them for free. I know that sounds weird, but that's all we want to do.
Yeah. All I wanted to do was talk about the 2 mashups of the songs because they were so cleverly done.
Which, oddly enough, are copyrighted
or
covered under YouTube. So our format crashed something big time. So we have all the hats, have the shirts, have the channel, and I'm like, we'll just start.
But we can't talk about music anymore.
We can. But, then COVID hit. And there's, everybody stopped touring, so there's no cool concerts going on. There's the Zoom stuff where there's 7 to 10 musicians playing along, and that stuff's great. But again, they're great. You can talk about them, but again, if you show their YouTube footage, it's, I don't know. Somebody talk about something else because I'm exhausted. That hurt my brain, retrieving all that.
So the Zoom videos, Bare Naked Ladies have been doing a lot of Zoom videos, and they have some really good ones out there.
Sweet. Show us one, Hef.
No, I'm not going to show you one. You have to go find it yourself. You have to Google it on YouTube.
We don't want to work, damn it. I like that band that you sent over this morning. The what the hell was I forgotten it already?
I forget their name. Keeper's Brew.
Keeper's Brew.
Keeper's Brew.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Yeah, I just kind of stumbled onto that, and it was kind of techno-y, kind of 80s, kind of metal, kind of, I don't know. It was really hard to describe.
That's what I liked about it. That was like an hour. That was a live concert, wasn't it? Ish.
Yeah, basically concert in their studio.
Yeah. I that's probably the most unique concert I think I've seen. Use of technology during COVID. Is there a word for that? Because
I don't know.
Everybody got on the Zoom thing and they were doing we're playing our own instruments, but they said okay, we got a cool basement. They had a cool studio. So they had a cool backdrop. Yeah. 2 guys playing live music, obviously, along with their tracks, and it was good. I mean, it was new and it was interesting, and I want to get their real names because it was, that's the kind of thing you need to see on the show is Keeper's Brew, I think.
Who was on CBS this morning that I said, oh, who is that drummer? I recognize him from another band.
See, I didn't recognize any of those guys. The one thing I can't do
You can't remember the name.
I didn't have my glasses on. I was working on the computer. See, everybody that's on Zoom or on the TV these days, they don't have their makeup artists, covering this gray up. So everybody looks so different or just massively older or Mungo Chefy. Hey, that's not my boss, is it? He's cool now. But it all changes. So when you say, I recognize that guy from a band, I'm like, dude, is that his dad? It kind of looks like. DJ Khaled. I know I already said it, but he's like got that gray starting,
And
you know,
he's
you
young,
let it grow
isn't
out.
he?
I thought he was. He looked
See, I
young,
get
but
him mixed up with Khalid.
yeah, two totally different
Yeah,
people.
I know,
Yeah.
but when you say
But
the
I would
one,
imagine, even as young as Khalid is, if if he's approaching 30, I don't think he is, but once those gray hairs start to come out, dude, like I have to tell Hef.
Yeah.
Sorry, no
I went
offense.
pretty early.
the one that shocked me was Post Malone. I did not know he was as young as he was.
Right?
That shocked me.
Yeah,
How young is he?
He was in his 20s.
low 20s. Yeah,
Okay.
and he hooked up with fucking Ozzy already.
I was
How do you do
shocked.
that?
I was just like, because he looks a lot older. I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just me.
Well, he's got all those tattoos, so it kind
Yeah,
of distorts how you see age in a face if you don't see a lot of tattoo face. It says tattoo face people. Yeah. Whew. I gotta stop drinking 2 beers during these things. Damn it, Lori.
he's 24.
24. I was close. Hef, I gotta say one thing for your show. You need a mic right about here. How close are you to your mic? 'Cause I've got all my levels maxed out here. Cover it. Oh, talk a little bit.
This mic isn't plugged in.
Damn it. I've got everything on the mixer waxed. I mean, I got the low, mid, and highs waxed out here. So.
Are you saying you can't hear me?
I can, but my voice is so loud compared to yours.
How can you tell? I mean, the audio there, or how it is
I don't
it
know.
showing
I
up
ran
there?
out of things to say, so I
I know,
started
so we're
talking.
just babbling at this point.
That was a
right?
babble.
The microphone is too hard to do. I haven't really figured it out on these kind of calls and stuff because I have to put it into my interface and then route that interface through the software back out to itself, then do a channel and then back in and then set a thing on the. I don't even know what I have to do.
Dude, I lost you about 3 minutes ago. It sounded important, though.
It's not. It shouldn't be that difficult.
You really have to, once COVID is over, come over and see the rickety memorial that we have over here. Okay, I'm going to show you. You know how you can hear Alexa now?
Yep.
You don't. I'm going to show you because I can. One of our headphone outs has a little speaker here. I took it off the headphone. I'm laying it next to the iPad microphone.
That is amazing.
That is how you hear Alexa. That's how I was hoping it worked. And obviously you did.
Yeah.
Alexa, fart for us.
That was a guilty one. Would you like me to do a fart?
Absolutely.
Yes.
That was a small one. Try asking me about your friend's farts. Just ask what type of farts does your friend's name do. Or just say random.
Okay, Alexa, what type of fart does Hef fart?
Half tries hilariously hard when farting.
He does.
Like this. Try asking me for a ketchup fart. Or say random.
Hef?
Are we
That
back?
was a springy one. Do you want to hear another one?
Absolutely.
I leave for 2 seconds
That was
and
a
look what
funky
happens.
one. Try asking me for a squeaky fart.
It happens.
Or say random.
Random. Okay.
That was a quick toilet one. Try asking me for an animal fart. Or just say random.
I've never heard an animal fart on animal fart. Absolutely.
You know, this all gets.
That was an ultra smelly cow fart. I have loads more animal farts. Would you like to learn more?
A cow fart. Yes. Why are you both looking at me like that?
How much is this Alexa costing?
Hey, it's
That was a quick one.
Worth every
Try
penny.
asking me for a beer fart.
beer
Or
fart.
say random.
Beer fart.
Oh, Alexa,
That was a pooey one.
Alexa.
It's Lori's fault because she couldn't finish her beer, and I'm over here double fisting these.
That was a guilty one.
Oh, that's
Try
not-
asking me for a quick fart. Or
Alexa,
say random.
stop.
Okie dokie.
What was that?
That was Alexa saying okie dokie. Yeah. She's drunk too.
That sounds like when the lady upstairs telling us our machine was out, the battery was dying, and our
Oh, yeah.
that freaked me the hell out.
We got one of those smart smoke detectors that talks to you.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
Well-
all I heard was a lady's voice saying, "Your battery's about to." Well, I couldn't understand her, but it was, "Your battery's about to go or die or whatever." But it was a lady's voice coming from the basement,
Sounded like,
or not basement, but when I was downstairs, it was upstairs, and it was
Up
like,
there
yes.
somewhere.
And I was like, "Oh my god, what the hell is that?"
Hear that in the middle of the night and wonder
Exactly.
1 o'clock. 1
yeah,
o'clock in the
it-
morning.
it
That's
was-
why.
why do those batteries never go bad in the afternoon? Why is it always 2 in the morning?
Lori was freaking out because she's watching
God, that
TV,
freaked
hearing
me out.
voices at 2 in the morning. She's a night girl, and nothing different there. But I'm asleep by 7:30, so I'm in a dead sleep, and my dreams started to involve smoke detector beeps. And it first started off,
Yeah.
I'm like dreaming, like, oh,
'Cause
beep,
it was
that's
her-
a smoke detector.
Her voice was
glad I'm
first.
asleep.
Yeah, her voice was first, and then it was the and louder and louder and louder.
You mean wee, 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 with the knife? Yes. That's how I saw it in my dream. I was like, God damn it, I hope this dream ends.
But I was kind of glad the actual detector part went off, because then I knew what it was. I was like, "Jeez."
I'm going to kill every one of our fucking smoke detectors.
Then you have to take the broomstick and
Well, you have to get a ladder for the one in ours in the peak. You know.
thank God it wasn't that one.
The main room has that big peak, and you have to get out the 12-foot ladder from the garage, which is above the car, which means you have to pull the car out to get that 12-foot ladder down in the middle of the night to get it up the stairs and not bang the shit out of everything.
Nope, that's when we're throwing bricks at it.
Yeah. Smack it with a broom handle.
Yeah,
Throw firecrackers at it.
exactly. In this day and age, they should have better ways of doing that than.
Well, this was one of those smart ones, and
It wasn't very smart.
it outsmarted us. But, we were supposed to hook it up to the phone. I'm like, I'm not hooking nothing up. Something else up
Oh,
to
it
the
hooks
phone.
up to our phone.
So it was my bad. We put it next to another smoke detector. The only difference is this one had the carbon monoxide detector in it. It's like, well, we got to save ourselves from carbon monoxide all the way up here. So put it up. A year later, the batteries die, and it freaks us both out in the middle of the night. One of us is awake, other one's at a dead sleep, and I'm like, fuck these things. I hate them all. It'd be easier to die in a fire. Did I just say that? That's terrible.
Terrible.
Or you could just set a yearly calendar reminder or 6-monthly calendar reminder to change them.
Change it.
Smart ass.
Wait, aren't we supposed to do that at the time change?
Okay,
Every time you change your clock, change your smoke detector
Yeah.
better.
let me go in one
I
level
believe
deeper.
we did not do that.
We have a box of 9-volt batteries. You go buy a box of 9-volt batteries
9-volt battery.
for the regular smoke detectors.
What the
This
hell's a 9? No, I'm just.
don't interrupt me, otherwise I'll
sorry,
lose
I'm
my
sorry.
train of thought, and people are gonna think I'm.
Yeah.
They already know that. Okay, this thing takes 6 AA batteries, but it specifies it has to be the lithium-ion batteries, the expensive ones.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which should last for a long time, and they don't.
Are they rechargeable?
Are they what?
Are they rechargeable?
No, not for this particular case, because it's not plugged into an electric source. Because if you have an electric fire, the first thing to go out would be the.
But I mean those batteries, those lithium-ion batteries.
I've seen the rechargeables, and they allegedly have a longer life than the traditional other rechargeables. What were those? NiCad.
So they say, the NiCads.
But at 2 o'clock in the morning, I don't give a shit. I'm finding a broomstick. Yeah.
Knocking the damn thing off the wall.
Oh, yeah. Oh, upset again. Get my happy beer.
It just, I was like, muted the TV. It's like, where is that coming
Because it doesn't do it consistently.
No.
So if you mute or wake up, you have to wait.
Right.
At which point, if you're asleep, you're starting to fall asleep again.
And then I was like, am I just hearing things? So I turned the TV back on. Then here comes that voice again. It's like, what the hell is going on?
God? Are you really Alanis Morissette?
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's a woman's voice.
It is.
So, yeah.
But, yeah, when the alarm started going off, then I figured out what was going on. I was like, alrighty then.
Oh, I'm starting to get sweaty. I'm getting the beer sweats.
Are you? Yeah, it got warm down here. Usually I'm freezing.
It's the chairs. It's these 1970s vinyl chairs. I'm very moist down in the seat region. Hey, it's a repurpose. We repurposed the 70s.
Yes. Oh, I love these chairs. I love this.
Can you hear them creak through the
It's
mic?
vintage.
I can hear them creak.
Are you sure that's the chair?
Yeah. Okay, I'm in a childlike state now, so it's just going to go downhill from here. How long has that been? How long have we been doing this?
We came down at 7:05.
Good God.
I kept track this time.
Oh, 64 minutes.
Oh, you
That's
kept
when we
track
dialed
too.
in.
Okay,
Yeah.
good
Oh.
for you.
Wow.
Oh. I think I covered everything on my drunk list.
I didn't have anything. I mean, yeah, I tried to read your list and, yeah,
Drunk list.
drunk list.
Drunkless.
We didn't get into the write-in vote.
Oh. I that was going to be my solution for this election.
A write-in vote? Yeah.
Everybody should write in a vote.
Okay.
I'm stealing that from Brewster's Millions movie.
Who do you want to vote for?
None of the above.
But you don't have a write-in of your... Who would you want?
Oh, God damn. I didn't even think that far.
If you're going to write in something, tell me who you would
All
write
the
in.
smart people don't want that job.
Exactly. They're too... That's...
Yep.
I don't want 2 old white people. Not to be racist, but I don't want another election where there's 2 old
I mean,
white
you know,
dudes.
I don't want to say this, but if... what's that guy's name? Biden picked Obama or Michelle as his running mate. I would
Obama.
almost be
Fuck the
okay
running
with
mate.
that.
She would be a good president. I think she if
After seeing that show that she had, I
She
had
would
so
have-
much respect for her.
8 more years of experience in that department than anybody else.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, other than that, but
Okay, I would write in Michelle Obama.
I don't know if I do go that far. But
The whole party thing, I'm just done with.
Yeah.
I don't think either side.
I don't know. Politics is just
The country
turned
needs
me
a
off
leader.
so badly.
It doesn't matter where you come from. It needs somebody that can lead.
Yep.
Oh, I don't want to talk about this stuff. Or should I? Should we
Well,
care?
you're the one that wrote in write in vote.
I was drunk when I said it. I agree
And
with the
then
writing.
2 old white folk.
Well, that's because we should write in your vote because we're left with 2 old white dudes again. Not to break it down to skin, but it's 2 old white dudes, and
And one that I'm not even sure he's met. Well, 2 that I'm not even sure are mentally there. Because I don't know, Biden's kind of scary with some of the forgetfulness that he has. It's scary. But then again, Trump,
no
Mr.
comment.
Clown.
There's no comment. There's got to be a better solution. Anyway.
It doesn't matter. No matter who has been in there, it's all just been a puppet show.
Hef, do you have a write-in vote?
So, no, I do not have a write-in vote. But my way of fixing the government would be all representatives, Senate, maybe governors, I'm not really sure, but definitely representative, Senate, and president, and a lot of the cabinet and that kind of stuff. Anything that doesn't need like a law degree. So I'm not talking like judges and stuff like that. But all those type of public service offices would be handled like jury duty. So we would just randomly pick. How many senators are there? Is there one per state, two per state?
It depends. Yeah.
But you get a random pool of whatever that 500 people is, and 500 it went from 100 to 50 to 5. Okay, but however many people are needed, and then just maybe a 4-year stint, maybe a 2-year stint. I don't know what would make sense, but just randomly pick from the population of registered voters. It's your turn for president now, and you just kind of.
Rotation.
Your turn to represent Hawaii. Go.
It's like almost a lottery kind of a thing, almost.
And no, not a lottery. Like jury duty, no one would consider it winning. I think, right now,
responsibility.
Right now, Trump has turned the presidency into kind of like winning a thing. He won the presidency. Yeah, everybody's won the president, but he considers it more of a winning thing and a pride on that than it is actually being a ruler and a leader.
Mm-hmm.
So try to change the mentality that way. I don't know.
Whew.
It's a neat thought, at least.
Mungo Hef is my write-in vote.
Yep.
Government.
Mungo Hef, you're my write-in vote.
And as my first act of presidency, I promise a beer in every hand.
Woo! Yeah,
I got my vote.
Fuck yeah. I think rock and roll should be played all the time for all press conferences in the background instead of press conferences.
Yeah.
Deep end here. I apologize for that.
No, press conferences need to go to the waste. I'm sorry. The press is half of America's problem right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're not wrong.
Not wrong. All right, well.
Oh, yes.
Unless you got something.
No, I don't.
I'm reaching at straws. Hef, Mungo Hef, I am glad you answered this call 3 times. You're great talk. We hope that we want to see a lot from your channel. I think you got a lot of stuff to say and a lot of stuff to cook too.
Yeah, I do have some new stuff in the works. Something about maybe bratwurst, maybe some steaks.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Very carnivorous over here, so yeah, we're in.
You know what? I should include some veggies too. So I'll do some asparagus.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So make us pee. Did you just freeze frame?
Freeze frame.
Okay, that's just dead air there. No, I think he really is freeze framed. Look at him. Mungo Hef, tink, 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 tink. It could be. I don't know anymore. Well, thank you, Hef. This has been awesome. We're going to do it again. We're going to have to spend about 6 days trying to come up with more content, but...
And drunk lists.
And drunk lists.
And drunk lists. Yes, that was fun going through that.
That's my effort here.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
I tried. I drank and I tried.
Once I deciphered it.
And that segment was brought to you by Coors. Coors Banquet. Yeah, that's the outside drinking beer.
All righty then.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you all next time then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Freeze frame.